Maybe, just maybe, the Aussies and the Kiwis, in terms of the management of New Zealand rugby and Aussie rugby, may actually be on the same page and not at loggerheads for a change. Today, seemingly out of the blue, at least I had no idea it was coming, they've announced the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman draw, which will be a 6-week competition, which kicks off at the end of Super Rugby Aotearoa and Super Rugby AU next year. So we're looking at mid-May through till mid-June. Well, late June, I guess. 14th, 15th of May is the first round of the final, on the 19th of June. Yeah. 6 weeks. That's good news. They've been at each other's throats, the Aussies and the Kiwis, for quite some time. So this is seemingly good progress, which I'm happy about, although just a wee bit surprised. But yeah, it is not 100% yet, because it is subject to these teams being able to travel between countries without a quarantine, because they're going to have to jump from one side of the Tasman week to week, a la Super Rugby prior to COVID. So yeah, 6-week competition. You get 2 home games, you get 2 away games. There's one super round, which is going to be in round 3. Excuse the handwriting, I was in a bit of a hurry. In which they play all those games one venue over 2 days. So 5 games at one venue over 2 days, and then a final. I didn't quite read the nuts and bolts of the competition. If anyone's read it, do let us know, whether it's a conference or whether it's just a round robin top of the log. I'm assuming it's going to be just the best 2 qualifying teams play the final, rather than top Aussie and top Kiwi, because again, that would smack of the old the negativity that everyone had about the conferences. If a team which was not the legit second team, as in a team other than the Crusaders, were to play the Crusaders in the final. Anyway, so round 1, Crusaders, Brumbies, Force, Chiefs, Rebels, Blues, Highlanders, Reds, Waratahs, Hurricanes. Like, that's just beautiful to see on paper, because we haven't seen that kind of thing for ages. Teams will be going to Perth to play Super Rugby. Like, that's been quite some time. Yeah, the Super Round, the Brumbies would host the Blues, Hurricanes, Force, Rebels, Highlanders, Reds, Chiefs, Waratahs, Crusaders. Man, it's just happy days, isn't it? There doesn't seem to be a heck of a lot of detail more than that, other than 6 weeks, you get home and away. They did mention that it's probably quite important for the unions themselves to add those 2 additional home games in terms of their financial viability. Like, just the Super Rugby AU or Super Rugby Aotearoa, like home fixtures on their own is probably not enough in terms of generating income. They've said kickoff times, dates and whatnot are still to be announced. But yeah, they seem to be basically looking forward to the competition and hoping things are going to go ahead smoothly. We will see, man. May next year, a lot could happen between now and then, but it's promising that New Zealand rugby and Aussie rugby are acting like adults and making a plan to work together for hopefully everybody's benefit. But yeah, what do you guys reckon? Pretty happy with this? I'll see if I can find a link to the draw so you guys can have a look. It'll be a pretty quick competition in terms of being, pretty short, but I don't know. It just seems like a nice little champions thing. I mean, I know it's going to have all the teams, but a nice thing to do after the competition's proper. But yeah, you guys have any thoughts on this one? I'm pretty happy with it, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.